Hi, everyone. Thankful to have you with us here this Friday, May the 15th. In fact, in just a few hours, we'll be officially at the halfway point of the fifth month of 2020, but May the 15th will go down in history as the day that McGoffin County officially became a part of the COVID-19 pandemic. As you may have heard earlier this afternoon, local officials made the announcement of our first confirmed case. We'll have that press release. I'll also have some more information and interviews to follow as well, and we'll hear from our local officials, not just in regards to our first confirmed case, but also looking ahead as to the reopening date for the McGoffin County Courthouse and local government offices, which appear to be a little bit later than the earliest possible opening date. We'll let the judge executive explain that to you in just a few moments, and I've got a lot of other local COVID-19 related information that we certainly want to make you aware of before we leave you this evening. And right before I leave you this evening, well, we'll take a look back and take a look at some serious contrasts by comparison in relation to where we are today in this point in time and where I was a year ago today, and the story we were breaking for you in dramatic fashion. We'll go out on that note. It's a good note to go out on, and we need a good note to go out on. Your weather forecast is also going to be one of those towards the latter part of the program as well. It's been tweaked, as you can well imagine, for your weekend. I'll have that for you in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and begin with our local update today. You know, it's hard to believe what has happened to this country and this world in a mere 4.5 months. The world devastated, and now one of the last holdouts in Kentucky. We are now officially a part of the COVID-19 pandemic here in McGoffin County. After earlier today, local health and government officials held the following press conference to make the official announcement. An announcement that I wholeheartedly believe they and everyone else knew was coming, nonetheless, one we didn't want to have to hear and make. Yes, it's hard to imagine, but just 136 days ago, a mere 136 days, on December the 31st, the Wuhan Municipal Health Commission in China reported a cluster of cases of pneumonia. 13 days later, the first confirmed case in Thailand. A week after that, on January the 21st, the CDC confirmed the first coronavirus case in the United States in Washington in a patient that had just returned from Wuhan. Fast forward to March the 6th, Governor Andy Beshear reports the first COVID-19 case in Kentucky, in Lexington, and declared a state of emergency. Today, May the 15th, McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman and Sagersville Mayor Pete Shepard confirm that McGoffin County now has its first positive COVID-19 case in a 60-year-old man who is currently in the hospital. McGoffin County, until today, one of the last 7 of all 120 Kentucky counties without a confirmed case.
We wanted to make the announcement today that the day that we've been dreading for a couple of months now is now upon us. We are announcing that one of our fellow McGoffin Countyans has tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. I pray for this individual, and I ask that everyone pray for a quick and complete recovery. To share the details of our first case, we're going to have our McGoffin County Health Department Director, Dr. Pete Shepard.
Thank you, Judge. As he just informed you that we do have our first case. It's a 60-year-old white male. He is hospitalized at this time, not in the ICU, but he is hospitalized. The McGoffin County Health Department has already been contacting people that have been in contact with him. No businesses in McGoffin County have been involved. He has been in contact with just very few individuals. And like I say, we're contacting them at this time, and hopefully by this afternoon, they will all be contacted, and we'll start the process of isolating those that were in contact with him long enough to maybe have contacted the virus, and to tell those that was just in light contact with him to make sure that if you go out in public, you wear a mask, and you also maybe want to be tested. Testing for the coronavirus is not mandatory for these people, but we ask them if they would, they should be tested. Like I say, the McGoffin County Health Department is in charge of this. No names will be divulged, so I know everybody on social media now about who it is and what it is and where he's at and all that. That will not be given out. And any other thing than that will just be rumors, and that's the last thing we need at this time. I would like to just say for today, we have tested 405 individuals in McGoffin County, with 397 being negative, 8 pending, and 1 positive. I just want to make sure that you remember that this is a awakening call. I think we've been getting a little lax because the governor has started letting businesses and things open up a little bit, but I'm noticing a lot more people out, a lot more people in groups, and a lot of people not wearing masks. And I just want to reiterate that the next positive case could be you and one of your family members, and that it is important that you follow the guidelines. And with that, I'll give it back to Judge Warner.
Thank you, Pete. As this case proves, this is not a hoax. We have the virus among us. COVID-19 is a highly contagious virus, and it exploits our social interactions. And how close we interact with each other will determine if we have very many more cases or we get rid of it and get it out of McGoffin County and out of Kentucky. Just like all of you, I don't like having to social distance. I don't like wearing masks. I don't like that our businesses are closed, and I don't like that our public courthouses and City Hall and all our public buildings are closed. But through your actions and the prayers that we have in our community, you are responsible for keeping us from having a positive case until today. I ask that we continue to pray for our community and the Commonwealth, and that we take care of each other, that we protect each other, and that we continue to follow the guidelines of social distancing so that we can stop the spread of COVID-19 here in McGoffin County. I thank each of you for your support and for all the hard work and sacrifices that you've made while we've been enduring this pandemic. With your help and your cooperation and your continued support, we will whip COVID-19. Thank you.
As I understand, that 60-year-old man was taken by a family member to an area hospital after experiencing trouble breathing. I've also confirmed that while he was being kept at the hospital, he was also not being kept in the ICU, but being treated nonetheless. I then asked Public Health Director and Mayor Pete Shepherd if he could elaborate more on his statement about this case not being linked to any Sagersville business, specifically the situation involving a Sagersville and McGoffin County business that we mentioned days ago that to date was our only real link so far to the COVID-19 pandemic, in which it was confirmed through the Floyd County Department of Health that a Floyd County resident had tested positive last Saturday for the coronavirus. That Floyd County resident, an employee of a Sagersville business, which had been closed to the public for many weeks now, but was still operating with its staff inside.
Totally unrelated. There's been no contact with the positive case that we now have in McGoffin County in any of the businesses, not just that business, but any business in McGoffin County.
What, in regards to, you and I talked over the past day or so about really, I'd say close to a 50-50 ratio of those who are wearing their masks and out in public at this time. Mm-hmm. Do you hope and or expect that might change after today?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I've seen it, people getting lax. I've seen a lot more people out, a lot more people not social distancing, and a lot of people not wearing masks. I will say that the individual that has tested positive didn't wear a mask. We know that. We asked him that. So that's a factor that where he wasn't wearing a mask, then anybody he comes in contact has a chance to get the virus. And the main reason to wear a mask is to prevent someone from spreading or giving the virus to someone else. And so basically his contacts are going to have to be isolated for 14 days just because he wasn't wearing a mask. If he had been wearing a mask, there's other protocol for that.
I'll be asking the judge the same question. We're looking at another phase as far as reopening retail and some other establishments here. What, anything on the city level that we need to discuss?
City Hall still be closed, open on Mondays only, 12 to 4 for phone calls only. Funeral homes now are on the 20th will be opening to limited services. I think they have to have a 33% only capacity for a funeral. Retail stores is also opening 33%. As you know, the church executive order was knocked down by a federal judge. So we've asked most of those to still continue by the guidelines that the governor put down, and I think at least 90% of them are. I've talked to some more pastors on Thursday. Most of them are going to still stay with the drive-in and the Facebook or TV stuff, and also just hold limited services like that until after maybe the first of the month, or maybe after into middle of June, and that's great. I think the more we keep doing the things that we've been doing and up our consciousness of wearing the mask and social distancing, then the better off we're going to be. And we've dodged the bullet for a long time, and I'll have to give credit. But it's here now, and yeah, this thing could spike. This could be very serious. Just if one person gets it, and they get with another person that gets with 2 or 3 people, then this thing could get out of hand quickly. And that's why the health department is on top of it. We are contacting the people as we speak right now. And I think with the circumstances with this individual, everything is going to be fine.
Next, and while still, of course, on the topic of the pandemic, with the next phase of reopening across the Commonwealth of Kentucky slated for this Monday, with government offices and agencies set to be allowed to reopen this Monday, McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman says that for logistical reasons, many of which he will go through, the McGoffin County Courthouse and offices will not be opening officially until after June.
Well, the governor's reopening plan is for government offices and agencies to open at a reduced capacity with their staff, with as many that can telework as possible, staying home doing that. But the guidance for county governments is to try to open on Monday, the 18th also. We have received information from our county clerk, Ms. Shepard, and from our PVA, Ms. Allen, that their state agencies or their associations are requesting that we still limit access to the courthouse or prohibit it until July the 1st. There's 2 reasons for that. One, there's some internal type reviews that go on in the PVA's office during the month of June, and the folks coming to do that and those kind of things, they don't need the public in there. The second thing is that we have, for the clerk's office, we have the election coming up, and it's going to be very unique. The clerk doesn't feel, nor does any of the clerks in the Big Sandy region that we've talked to, myself and 3 other counties that are in the Big Sandy Ad District, have all agreed that we're probably not going to be opening the courthouse up for public access until July the 1st. There's more reasons than those. One of them, too, is that I've not been able to obtain enough PPE for when folks come in. We've had thermometers on order for a little while. We're still trying to get face masks. We do have the hand sanitizer, but that's it. So in order for us to open, we got to have all those things in place. And as we know, with the way things have been going with getting PPE to the medical field, trying to get it down on a local level has been pretty tough too.
And 2 more things I need to make mention of. The June 23rd election, of course, will be happening before the courthouse is officially open. How is that going to work? We'll have more later, but I've already been trying to remind everyone that, of course, this election is primarily going to be an absentee ballot election where you need to request your absentee. We'll remind you about the links and how to do that over the next few days and coming weeks. But in that regards, there was also set to be 1 voting machine at the courthouse in or near the clerk's office to be used by appointment only for anyone who did not have an address or otherwise could not vote via paper absentee. That is technically still going to happen. However, they're looking at making that voting station, if you will, that 1 voting machine that's going to be accessible to the whole county, accessible via an outdoor location. So we'll have much more on that. Now, as far as the Justice Center and courts, I also spoke with District Judge Dennis Prater earlier today. The Kentucky Supreme Court has issued another ruling earlier today saying that court proceedings will resume June 1st. They will do so under serious limitations and restrictions, still encouraging judges to hold as many hearings as possible remotely and to only hold court at a 33% occupancy, if you will. The court system, or either the district, circuit, and family courts have all had their individual task force to analyze and assess their situation, and we'll be having some more to announce on how each of them will be affected and how each of them will be operating. But for now, court's set to open in that limited capacity on June the 1st. I'll be right back. A message from the Fraser's Prater Drug Store and Seasonal Shop families. Prater Drug wants you to know that you can now call, use Facebook, or use our Refill RX app to get your prescriptions refilled. And the drugstore also has designated curbside pickup parking in front of and behind the store. Simply call 349-3135. And at the Seasonal Shop, they're still posting new arrivals and taking orders with free shipping on most everything anywhere in the entire United States. And they're offering scheduled curbside pickup. Just message them on Facebook, Instagram, or email at seasonalshop@yahoo.com. Fraser's Prater Drug Store and the Seasonal Shop says let's all do what we can to help and protect our neighbors and loved ones. Meet Silas. Silas is absolutely an adorable hunk of love and has all the hugs and kisses to prove it. He is super smart, potty trained, about 3 years old and about 60 pounds, and he is ready for adoption. He's our pet of the week. Our Pet of the Week, sponsored by Dr. Tom Abel of Able Eyes in Lexington, who wants to remind us all to stay safe, stay home, and his office will be back open before you know it.
With the power to bring us together even when we're far apart, we keep families connected. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hello, Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Chevy in Paintsville. Our staff is looking forward to seeing you. And no wonder, the deals we're talking about could be a once-in-a-lifetime offer. You can choose 0% financing for 84 months, deferred payments for 4 months, and huge rebates on the region's largest selection of trucks. Come see us in Paintsville and shop with confidence with our Hutch Guarantee.
There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And just in time for warm weather, they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785. I read a portion of a study earlier today, a study written by 2 University of Kentucky professors that sheds some serious light on what could have been, by their calculations. We, of course, are well over 1 million in regards to the number of confirmed cases of coronavirus here in the United States, and approaching the 100,000 mark in regards to deaths. But two professors at the University of Kentucky, per their analysis, taking into account all of the restrictions, the guidelines, social distancing, and the like that has been undergone, and we have underwent here in Kentucky, say that number of 1 million, 1.5 million, could easily and likely have been closer to 30 to 35 million people infected with the coronavirus had we not taken the steps that we had in this country. And you can as well imagine the ratio and number of deaths that would have meant as well. So Governor Beshear last night announced 199 new cases, a total of 7,225 here in Kentucky, 2 new coronavirus-related deaths as well. He also announced that groups 10 or under will be able to gather under strict social distancing and other guidelines beginning on May the 22nd, just in time for the Memorial Day weekend. And the travel ban, which is still in effect, encouraging us to not travel to any or from any different states, will also expire on May the 22nd. Here's the governor with tonight's numbers. First, an announcement from the governor saying there will not be any press conferences tomorrow or Sunday, but they will resume on Monday. He also said that a lot of things will be resuming on June the 1st across the Commonwealth, of course, with restrictions in place. tourism reopening on June the 1st, lodging in cabins, golfing, camping at state parks, playgrounds and pools will remain closed. Fishing tournaments will resume on June the 1st with guidelines from Fish and Wildlife. Also, dirt track racing will resume on June the 1st. Bowling alleys, fitness centers, and movie theaters with guidance will reopen or be able to on June the 1st. While the numbers for today indicated another 252 cases across Kentucky, a large portion of those due to the federal prison in Lexington, which is now testing and seeing a number of cases, with 4 additional deaths today confirmed as well. And I need to note that while the governor went over the new case-by-county list, Magoffin County was not reflected in that number as of yet, but will be soon. Also, something else, not, at least as much in today's count, as many kids being affected.
And today I'm thankful that the new case list has fewer children, though there certainly are some on it. Again, it's just a reminder. I think it's a reminder that we need. It's not to scare anybody. We can breathe and move through it, but just that this is still out there and it affects people of all ages. We have a 4-year-old boy in Jefferson County and a 2-year-old girl in Jefferson County that tested positive. A 5-year-old girl in Bullock County, a 16-year-old male in Muhlenberg. So again, it's still out there, and we still have to do everything we can to prevent it from spreading.
A couple of good things to go out on, and your weather forecast is one of them. A year ago today is the other right now. I've got some other good news via some birthdays for a couple of folks via tonight's community calendar brought to you by Magoffin Farm Bureau. 2 big birthdays. I hope you're having a happy 18th birthday, Shay Blanton. A lot of friends and family certainly hope you are. Happy 18th birthday to Shay Blanton. Happy birthday to you. And celebrating 70, Miss Hazel. That's Hazel Stevens from Joyce and Greg and Stan in Brooklyn. Happy birthday to you. Happy 70th birthday, Hazel Stevens. And remember, when you got birthdays and anniversaries or calendar announcements for your church, group, or organization, you know where to send them, right? Right? Going on to funeral service announcements for this Friday, we've received word tonight of the passing of 50-year-old Curtis Patrick of Sagersville. I'm told he passed away earlier today after battling a long illness at the Pikeville Medical Center. Arrangements are said to be being made at this hour in his honor and to be announced soon by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Arrangements for Miss Patricia Lemaster are also incomplete at this hour, but being made at the Sagersville Funeral Home. They will be announcing those as soon as they have been set. Once again, arrangements for Miss Patricia Lemaster of Sagersville, who passed away, I believe, earlier today. All Pro understands that we are all just trying to make it through these most difficult of times, and they want you to know that they're here to help with any repairs or projects that you need done. Big or small, doesn't matter. They've got 0% financing for 18 months and long-term financing if you need it. If you need anything from a new gutter to a new house or a new garage, call All Pro Gutter Works and Construction, 349-9999. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400. Hey everybody, your Sagersville Lees just wanted to let you know that it's still here. It's gone so well that they're going to keep right on for as long as possible with the $5 off coupon for the 16 or 20-piece family pack meal deals at your Sagersville Lees. That's 16 or 20 pieces of chicken any way you like it with all the sides for all the family, $5 off. With the $5 coupon that's in this week's edition of the Sagersville Independent, and Lee's is giving away a Sagersville Independent with every purchase, so there you go. The paper's free, the coupon's free, and you get $5 off only at your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. Times have changed, now and suddenly more than ever. Our lobbies might be closed, but the Sagersville National Bank wants to remind our customers that we're still here, we're still working to provide our community with as many services as possible. During this time especially, we encourage all of our customers to take advantage of all the options we offer to manage your accounts from the convenience of your home. 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, 24-hour telephone banking, remote deposit, automatic loan payments, and wire transfers are also still available to our customers. And we're still here during our normal hours. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5. And the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. Now let's jump to the weather, where indeed we are due and we are going to be in store this weekend for some warmer temperatures, albeit we'll might have to dodge some scattered showers, possible thunderstorms over the course of your weekend, but there is some sun in there and definitely some milder air, and definitely something that we all need, I think, physically and mentally, to say the very least. With that said, here's your Licking Valley RECC outlook, which still paints a picture tomorrow of about 80 degrees and possibly the mid-80s by the latter half of your weekend. There's been some scattered showers across some parts of Kentucky, on and off throughout the afternoon, but they have all been to our north, and there's a likelihood that the majority of them will stay that way. But we do have a 30% chance of showers for the rest of your evening, a little bit of a break, I think, for a while, and then mainly after 4 a.m., shower chances will start to factor back into your forecast. So for tonight, the rest of the evening, 59 and mostly cloudy, and then shower chances will return after 4 a.m. and then just kind of hang around throughout most of your Saturday. We're talking about scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, quick, light, and brief. Keep your eye on the weather, but otherwise just partly sunny and 80 and nice. Enjoy it some way, any way you can. Saturday night lows will be right around 62, a nice evening with still a lingering 20% chance of showers, I think before 8 or so. And then Sunday, we improve still. For the most part, temperatures are going to go up close to the mid-80s, might even hit 85 or 86 for some of us on your Sunday. A slight chance of showers in the afternoon after 2 or so, 20%, maybe 30%. 84 and 63 are high and low. You do notice there at the bottom of your screen, more than likely a 70% chance of showers. That is Sunday night, mainly after midnight. So pretty much across the board Sunday, about a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 2 and the rest of the day and evening, but mostly sunny. Should be nice. Keep your eye on any scattered showers and thunderstorms, but still, all in all, definitely by comparison, a really nice weekend ahead. Now that's kind of where it ends. Sorry. Showers and thunderstorms are likely on your Monday. The next setup also drops us down more than 10 degrees to 72 for the first of next week, and a low of 56 that night. Yep, cloudy and showers for your Monday and the low 70s. And lower still on your Tuesday. More clouds, more showers, and thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. Daytime highs falling down to the upper 60s at 68 for your Tuesday. And ditto for your Wednesday, 67, mostly cloudy, and still lingering shower chances to the tune of 40%. Then we start to work back out of that hole, and by Thursday we're back into the low 70s with partly sunny skies and a 30% chance of showers. I think mostly sunny by this time next week, and upper 70s for daytime highs, still with a lingering 40% chance of showers. In closing tonight, it was 1 year ago today, at this very moment, within just a few moments, minutes, literally, I was making the announcement of my career at this desk, as a family, a county, a state, and a nation, we're all coming to celebrate the find of a lifetime. A find that happened when all hope literally started to seem and feel to be lost after almost 72 relentless hours of searching and scouring the hillside of McGoffin County for 22-month-old Kenneth Howard. And it was that afternoon, on this day a year ago, that searchers heard a cry. We're talking about a little 22-month-old boy simply wearing a t-shirt, his sweatpants, found with those and only one of his sandals intact. But it all turned out to be absolutely the greatest story of my career that I'm just simply able to bring to you, and the greatest outcome of anything like this that we've ever seen. We're talking hundreds of volunteers, people driving from other states, other counties, with services and experience and time and effort that is just hard to comprehend and explain, and no one will ever be able to thank them for enough. But even more overwhelming than that was the feeling and emotions that everyone felt today and was overran with when this was the sight that many would start to behold. As I was just about to leave, actually, to come back to produce the show, a call came in from a search team of about 7 or 8 men who, at the top of this ridge line, a little more than a mile up terrain that you just simply can't imagine unless you've been in parts of the world like that in eastern Kentucky or elsewhere, they heard a cry from a little boy, the little boy who is now the center of the entire universe.
So we got him a couple more times to yell back at us, and at that time we made our way back up the hill, and 2 of the guys seen him sitting up on the ridge.
Can any one of you or all of you describe to me the feeling when you first saw that little boy?
There's no feeling to it.
It's no words.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Also, I got to ask, tell me what it's like to find that little boy in that good a condition after the elements and the length he's braved them.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah,
Give it all to the Lord.
It's all from the Lord.
Yep, it is.
Yep. Good Lord and grace of God.
That will always be one of the best stories that I have ever had the privilege and opportunity to cover. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope you stay safe and enjoy yourselves as much as possible, and I hope to see you back here next week, hopefully beginning our path down reporting that McGoffin County still has only one confirmed case of COVID-19. Thank you all, and good night.